morning, you guys. So don't mind the light. This is my first time filming in my car. I'm stopped. But today I'm going to be doing a day in the life of an aesthetic nurse. If you guys have been asking for a video like this, I thought it was a genius idea. I've been trying to do it for like a year. Today is the Tuesday right before Thanksgiving, so it'll be a busy day in the office, but I won't be able to show you guys like treatments because I like to give that time to my patients, but I will show you guys kind of like the day in the life and the flow of an aesthetic registered nurse, so you guys can kind of see what goes into it. So first things first, I am ready. The kids are gonna be with dad today, off to daycare, and then of course I have to come order my coffee because I'm a commuter. I commute from Palmdale to Los Angeles for our downtown LA location, and Palmdale to Venice for our at Bikini location. So I do commute, and I don't try to get coffee every morning, but I mean, it's a nice little treat for my ride, and I listen to Audible in the morning, so that's what I'll be doing. So let's go order my coffee. All right, so we are in the Starbucks line and I'm going to order my favorite drink. My foundation's a little too dark for my face today, but whatever.
Hey, Starbucks and your start for you today.
Hi, good morning. Can I get a venti iced soy latte, please?
Venti iced soy latte, you got it. What else?
And that's it.
Alrighty, so I got a venti iced soy latte, no food?
No food, not today, thank you.
Alrighty, $5.95. What's the other thing?
Thank you. I got a free drink too, so because it's not really free, right? Well, no, it is. I spend so much money at Starbucks. Oh God, sorry about the glare. Okay, let me get my drink. Okay, so I got my venti iced soy latte. No joke. They made this so good. So it's a triple shot with soy milk and a bunch of ice, and that's pretty much it. It's not too sugary. It keeps me awake. I like it. And yeah, it's a yummy little thing for my drive. So I'm not really going to vlog on my drive, you guys, because I just want to relax. This is the time I like to take to unwind, listen to music, or listen to my Audible books or my podcasts, and just kind of unwind before the day ahead of me. So I'll touch base with you guys when I'm in the office. Bye, guys. Okay, so this is us walking into the office. This is empty. But this is the row. It's so beautiful. I mean, how beautiful is this? Got a skateboarder here. Oh, adorable. So cute. And then we go in. Oh, such a vibe. How cute is this? This is the front desk. This is where you guys check in. Pictures over there. Check out over here. Treatment rooms back there. Back office. Say hello, everyone. Say hello. Don't worry, there's gonna be no sound in this. It's gonna be like quick little people. So typically when I come into the office, I try to get here about 15 to 20 minutes before the start of the day, before my first patient. And what I like to do is I like to sit and review the day with my medical assistant, and I like to sit there and look through each of the charts, just because this is the softer side of medicine. These are still medications that we're administering. These are still medical treatments that are being performed. So my job as an aesthetic registered nurse is to make sure that I remember the basics. I have to look through any pertinent medical history that each patient might have, look through any allergies that they might have, look through any issues that they might have had with these treatments in the past, look over their initial consultation notes to see if we're continuing the beauty plan or any change in recommendations that I have made throughout the past few months. This ensures that my day goes smoothly and that each patient gets whatever treatment is going to benefit them, not only aesthetically, but that's going to be the safest for them. So you guys, this is really important because when I started working at the things we do, we never had medical assistants. I never had that. before I was working at the things we do. And then when I started working at the things we do, I'm very spoiled and I get my medical assistants who really look over this stuff for me. But again, as an aesthetic registered nurse, as a registered nurse, it's my job to make sure nothing goes missed, nothing gets overlooked when it comes to patient care. So that's what I like to do. If I don't have time for it, I at least try to make time for the first few patients, and then I'll look over the rest of the day throughout the shift, which you guys will see me do here. So this is me after I have talked to my first patient of the day. We've come up with a beauty plan. This is a yearly patient. She comes in once or twice a year just for her maintenance treatment. And I see her every 3 to 4 months or so for Botox. So I'm getting her Botox drawn up, and then we are doing some facial balancing maintenance. So I'm getting some of the Restylane Lift and Voluma set up for her so we can do her temples and her jawline. Another thing to note here is, again, I have medical assistants who help me with this stuff, but if they're busy or if they're checking in another patient or numbing a patient, I like to get all this stuff set up nice and pretty before I go into the room. So now I am done with a patient. Again, this is something my medical assistants will typically help me with, but if they're busy, I don't like to put all the work on them. I have two hands. I'm capable of cleaning the room myself. So I clean the room really well. We use our hospital grade Sani wipes. I clean everything down to the from the buttons to all the surfaces, even the door handles. Like I said, just because this is a softer side of medicine doesn't mean we have to get lazy. Also, again, my medical assistants help me with this stuff, but I'm more than capable of doing it myself. I'm just so grateful I have them. Okay, so just finished up with my first half of the day. Grabbed some lunch. Today I get to have lunch. No, I'm joking. Normally I chat so much in the rooms and we do so much that it's hard sometimes to find time to eat because I'd rather be in the rooms, but today we get lunch. So I'm excited before we continue the second half of the day. So let's go back into the office and I'll keep you guys updated. So back into the office after lunch, and this is really the part that I want you guys to see. I do my day is like 50-50. 50% doing treatments and 50% the back office stuff, which is checking patients' charts. Here I am back from lunch and I am writing some follow-up emails while Kim checks in my next patient. So I'm writing follow up emails, checking in on patients who have emailed me throughout the past 24 hours. I really like to give patients a VIP experience when they come to the things we do. I want them to feel like I'm taking care of them, not only when they're in office, but when they leave the office. And part of that is me checking up on them and me having an open door policy to where they can really email me for anything, any concern, any question. I encourage all my patients to reach out to me once they've seen me in office. I think this is really key because it keeps my patients feeling very safe and there's a relationship that we build with one another. In between writing back to emails, I will also go on my Instagram and check on my posts for the day. I'll write back to comments and write back to DMs. A lot of this stuff takes up so much of our day, you guys. It's not only treating patients. You can't think of this job as only treating patients. You have to think about patients before they come into the office and after they come into the office. And here, Kim is coming in to check in with me about our charts for the day. So even though my medical assistants help me with charting, we go over the treatment plan that was discussed in the room, and I will explain to Kim what was discussed in the room if she's not in the room with me during the initial consultation. But I explain it to her and we get it charted, and I will take the time to look over the chart and make sure everything is perfect before I sign off on it. And sometimes we have a little bit of fun. So Easton was in his room and I opened up the baby cam and he was there doing silly stuff. So I like to scare my kids through the baby cam. and I show the girls that. So the day does have some fun moments in it. It's all fun, but sometimes there's some personal time incorporated and weaved into our day. So this is me setting up for another patient. I've seen, I think at this point it was like 6 patients in the day. So this is me setting up for a new patient of mine who's just getting Botox done. And she's actually kind enough to let us film in the room. She is one of my friends from way back when, right before I got into nursing school. So she was so cool. She let us film in the room, and she, yeah, was so nice. So follow me while I go into the room and see her. And I mean, she's just the cutest thing ever. And I was so happy to see her. It's always so nice to see a familiar face, right? So even though she has gotten Botox done before, it's her first time getting Botox done with me. So I like to explain everything all over again. I like to educate my patients, whether they've gotten Botox done before or not. I like to educate them on the expectations of Botox, the post care. And then aside from that, obviously, we need to clean the skin down really well. So I ask that most of my patients come without makeup, but if they do, it's okay. We can have them cleanse their face, and then I will do another cleanse with alcohol and HIPAA cleanse. And we want to do that to make sure we don't introduce any bacteria, even if it's just Botox. Again, these are the basics of being a nurse. So, although in most people I mark the areas, I will still have them animate during the treatment because I think it's so important to note where the strongest point of movement is, and that's where you're gonna put the Botox. Now, if you guys want a more in-depth look on how I do Botox, there is going to be a class coming up soon, and I will put a get in touch with me link above, or you guys can email me your emails to be the first to be notified of my class coming up. But this is just like a very sped up version of how I do Botox. And typically throughout the treatments, I will talk to patients and we'll talk about what their experience with Botox was in the past, any other treatments, and we'll just kind of elaborate on the beauty plan with them. And then I'll let them know, hey, this is what you can expect for the next 24 hours. At 2 weeks, this will be fully kicked in, and I will see you back in office anywhere between 3 to 4 months. And they can always set up that appointment with me before they leave the office that day, because I think it's really important to give them a date so they know when to come back, because consistency is key with these treatments. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but as I'm doing the treatment, I am constantly cleaning the skin. I'm cleaning it to make sure that, number one, it's clean, and to make sure that we don't introduce any new bacteria with like my glove or the surrounding skin in the area. I'm constantly cleaning, and I'm constantly having my patients animate. So again, I can see the strongest point of movement, and we can go from there based on their goals, based on if they want to brow lift or not, or if they're more focused on softening up the lines. But each step of the way, I am educating my patients on what to expect when we treat certain areas. So here I'm telling this beautiful patient of mine why she's a good candidate for a lip flip. It's one thing to tell people they're a good candidate or not a good candidate, but you guys need to educate them on why. And if you don't know why, then you need to ask yourself why. But I'm telling her why she's a good candidate for a lip flip, and basically what to expect with a lip flip and how it differs from filler. Filler is something she wants to try in the future. So while she was in the chair, I gave her like a brief little consultation, aside from our initial consultation, on what to expect with lip filler, since it's something that I think she said she got done like years and years ago. But she's going to be seeing me in 3 months for Botox, and we're going to start on her facial balancing beauty. We are now done for the day, packing up, everybody, and we are going. Hold on, make this prettier. All the lights are closed. Packing up. By the way, who did this light stuff outside?
Just Christmas light installers, but it was Kenny's idea. Very nice. Yeah.
Oh. walk to my car, and this is pretty much the day in the life of an aesthetic registered nurse. I'm so grateful that after over 6 years of doing this now, I found a place to work like the things we do that is so beautiful and so welcoming, not only for me as an injector, but for all of our patients and potential patients that have yet to come in. I really love what I do. That's why I drive so far out of my way to get to work, because I love the people I work with, I love the environment I work in, and I love my patients. So I really hope you guys are able to do the same in your journey. I hope you guys are able to find a place that you mesh so well in. So now it's after work, and normally I don't do this, I don't go out, but Emily and I decided we're going out today for some vino and some pasta. So that's kind of what my day consists of, honestly.
Day in the life.
Day in the life of an aesthetic registered nurse. I showed them that it's a whole bunch of nothing. And then some facial balancing and Botox. But I will see you guys soon. Bye.